Hey there, Dave LaGreca. It is me, Bash, from This Week in Pro Wrestling History. I just wanted to thank you for having me do This Week in Pro Wrestling History every single Friday between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern on your show, Busted Open. Ouch, I've never stretched my arm that long before in my life. On your show, Busted Open on Sirius XM Fight Nation, Channel 156. So thank you so much for the opportunity to do This Week in Pro Wrestling History for the nation. I'm Bash. You can follow me on the Instagram at Bash and Barb, or you could follow me. You could just go to bashandbarb.com. You could do either one. It's your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. See you later.
Okay, how about this? You put a camera here, and then that corner to your right, and up here we could put an LED bar, for optimal lighting, of course. This will definitely bring some more dynamic angles to the product, which I think will definitely add more production value to it. Okay, now, one question. How's that all supposed to work exactly? Oh, see, now, that part is easy. You can move this wall over here and parts of that over there. Now, if we don't have enough coverage, I know we definitely have enough in the... No effing way. Would you look at here? It's the Black Austin. Really? That's how you greet me after all this time? Yeah, you know what? You got a lot of explaining to do about that. Nice to see some things haven't changed here. Alright. So, did I miss anything important while I was gone? What are you two boys talking about? Yeah, we missed a lot, man. Ow. It's a lot. Okay. CM Punk is all elite? Yeah, that was big news. Nice. Bryan Danielson too? Even bigger news. Adam Cole is all elite? Sheesh. Wrestling has been on fire, hasn't it? What else did I miss? Well, let's see. There was a few birthdays. Some loss has been had. Also was an anniversary for the front rows. That was actually the most recent. Yeah. That is right. Got an anniversary. Right. Okay. Well, you know what? Do me a favor. Actually, not. I get my secretary to do it. Hey, Bronson. Yeah, do me a favor. Send my respects to some of the good people over in the corner, and send some happy belated birthday baskets out to some of them as well. Oh, and one more thing. I heard there was an anniversary that passed. Send the front rows a little bit of the bubbly. That one's on me. So that's taken care of. We still working, right? Yeah, we're still working. Just trying to figure out how to set up. Well, what are we waiting for? Get the cameras rolling.
Finally, Mistah Shofi is back in town from my corner to the nation's corner. And man, feels like it's been, I've been out for about half a season, haven't I? Well, the short version of that is I did get sick, so I needed some time off. Nothing too serious, but talking was definitely a struggle. And unfortunately, with talking being my job, I couldn't necessarily do my job. So, yeah. I took some time to recover, which also helped in some other ways as well. So, to steal a phrase, I'm back in black and light brown. And it's about time that we get down to business. Welcome to the weekly winner roundup, courtesy of Turnbuckle Entertainment. Yes, sir. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Shofi, there wasn't even a show today. How on earth are you going to be able to do a roundup? Oh, think, my friend, think. Besides my absence from the show, I was able to keep tabs with the scores, and I do have an updated list right in front of me. Now, should there have been a show this week, this would have been the 51st week of the weekly winner segment on Busted Open. Next week would mark the 52nd week, with October 2nd starting the year over from the beginning. Now, if the Saturday crew decides to give 2 weeks worth of votes, I will allow the motion as the unofficial weekly winner counter and add the results in as needed. Otherwise, we will continue as normal. And speaking of Busted Open, am I the only one who thinks that Thunder Rosa turned Dave LaGreca into a little Catholic schoolboy? Like, come on. Especially with how he said, yes, ma'am. I can't be the only one to think that. Anyway, the other top stories for this week started off with a bang as Big E, that's right, Big E, takes home the gold this past Monday night on Raw, cashing in his Money in the Bank contract against Bobby Lashley. Pro Wrestling Twitter and Black Twitter came through with outpouring support, love, and congratulations. A very well-deserved victory. Shout out to the New Day as well. Not gonna lie, he did look good standing across the ring from Roman Reigns. The Big E versus the Tribal Chief. I'm definitely paying money to see that. Keeping it to Friday night, although I was upset that they did cut the entrances. Liv Morgan and Toni Storm? Hell yeah. I co-signed that pairing. And speaking of pairings, congratulations to the newly wedded Index in an incredible ceremony that actually ended on a high note. Dexter spoke! Like, his first words was, I do. Romance 101, baby, I swear. Or should I say, baby! Ooh. Talk about a jaw-dropping moment for AEW. And then Bryan Danielson comes out right afterwards. AEW really did go all out that Sunday. I'm just saying. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. It's time to talk numbers. Now, since the debut of AEW Rampage, I'm treating the votes as I would with the WWE shows. So Dynamite has their own place on the board, as well does Rampage has its own place on the board. And so far, they received 4 votes since their first episode, putting them right in between Impact and Monday Night Raw. Literally like 3, 4, and 5 votes. That's the order there. And for now, any votes for NXT 2.0 will fall under the NXT tree, as they are sitting pretty in third place with 21 votes. Now, I make this motion because we're already closing out on this year's votes. So once the new year starts, NXT will now be updated to NXT 2.0. Which, on another note, am I the only one that thought there would have been a new design for the title belt for NXT? Now, considering that Tommaso Ciampa did win. Now, considering the fact that Tommaso Ciampa did win the NXT title, he does call her Goldie. I'm pretty sure that Gold will still be a part of that to keep that going, but remains to be seen if there'll be any change or they'll still keep the title belt. Now, from NXT to SmackDown, that did receive a nod from Sir Jonathan Hood as he rode Solo Dolo on last week's show, giving them a nice 30 points in second place, and still in the lead with 33.5 votes, we have AEW Dynamite sitting at a nice first place. Yes, sir. Now, at this point, it is safe to say that Dynamite got the W for this year, unless we get makeup votes for this week. But for now, the crown sits on the throne of AEW. So congratulations. You are the company of the year, bringing out the best shows week in and week out. Now, one final note. I'm going to bring it back to WWE real quick. On the subject of Monday Night Raw being the show that's gearing toward a much younger audience, because, you know, there's a bunch of like kids in the arena with their parents. So, love that stuff. But I do have a thought. Don't you think words like ass, damn, hell, and bitch shouldn't be in the superstar lexicon anymore? I don't know, it's just a thought. I know it's a PG show and you'll expect some language like that, but I'm not sure if parents are exactly comfortable with their children picking up that type of language now. I'm not a parent, so I'm not going to speak on this, but I do ask the parents of the nation, how do you feel about this? You know, back in my day, I know for damn sure, to steal another phrase, my black ass wasn't gonna be caught saying those words. Now, even the word lie was considered a bad word in my house. Just let that sink in. But again, just something to think about. Do you think that with this new direction toward a kid-friendly audience, should ass, damn, hell, and bitch be removed from promo dialogue? That's all I got for this week. As we always say, at the end of the day, it is pro wrestling, and if I ain't rocking when the show is over, my friend, it just ain't over. Shout out to the crew for holding it down week in and week out. Much love to everybody and to you, the viewer, as well. Great to be back. Let's keep this love train running. I promise this ain't gonna be no bullshit love fest. Until next time at a theater near you, good night, everybody.